Hello friends, welcome to Kiko's Language School. Today we are going to discuss about how to start learning Japanese as an absolute beginner. Before we start today's video, please click the subscribe button and join us. You can also use the links in the description box below to watch the Japanese lessons at Kiko's Language School. Alright, let's begin the video. I am going to explain in 4 chapters why we should learn Japanese, where to start learning Japanese, the JLPT, which stands for Japanese Language Proficiency Test, what we should study for each levels and the paper structures and the methods which are used in Japan to study efficiently. Chapter 1. Why we should learn Japanese. In the first chapter, we are discussing why we should learn Japanese language and the benefits of studying abroad and working in Japan. Japan is a country with a well-researched and developed educational system. Japan is always ranked as one of the safest places to study abroad. With low crime rates, safe urban centers, and the low tuition fees compared to the other developed countries, it has become very easy to focus and succeed in studies. For the people who are planning to work in Japan, various job opportunities are available in many fields such as teaching, animation, automobile, manufacturing, computers, finance, and entertainment. For the fans of Japanese anime and manga, learning Japanese will make more authentic experiences. How many levels are in the Japanese language? According to the JLPT assessment, there are 5 levels in total, ranging from N5 to N1. JLPT N5 is considered the most basic level, while JLPT N1 is the most advanced level. Each level assesses a combination of language knowledge, reading, and listening skills, with increasing difficulty as learners progress from N5 to N1. Depending on which level you aim to achieve, the amount and type of knowledge required will vary. However, if you are starting to learn Japanese from zero, don't worry, here's a simple guide to help you get started on the right track. Chapter 2. Where to start learning Japanese. It is necessary to learn the basics because it is the foundation of this language. Japanese language has 3 main writing systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. I have put the links to the introduction videos and the hiragana and katakana video series in the description box below. As a brief introduction, hiragana is used to write Japanese origin words, while katakana is used to write foreign borrowed words, while kanji is a picture-based system that originated in China and came to Japan. When we learn Japanese language, we must learn these 3 writing systems to be fluent in Japanese. Starting from hiragana and katakana alphabets first, and gradually we move to kanji. Besides, I recommend you should first study basic grammar and understand basic word order, or be at least somewhat familiar with common particles. Learn kanji. As you know, kanji is a critical aspect of learning Japanese, which consists of thousands of Chinese symbols that represent entire words, ideas, or phrases. Knowing very basic kanji will enable you to understand, speak, and write simple Japanese. But the most difficult part is kanji, right? N5 is basic kanji, but it is still very difficult for foreigners who have never seen kanji before. Don't worry, let's start with the most common basics such as hi, tsuki, misu, or he. Complex kanji characters may make you feel overwhelmed from the beginning, distracted by fear and anxiety, assuming that you are incapable of memorizing them. Moreover, visualizing kanji is a way to remember kanji faster in a fun way. In this method, kanji's written form and its keyword are associated by creating a story. For some examples, we can remember this kanji, which means the mountain, but creating a scenery of a mountain using the kanji character. And also we can remember the kanji for fire by making a visual scene of fire. It is a fun way to remember kanji faster and easily. What's more, it is highly recommended to learn kanji alongside vocabulary. Learning vocabulary along with kanji is not just about seeing how the kanji is used in context. It also helps you to remember the kanji readings. Many kanji have multiple readings and are pronounced differently depending on the word they are used in. Besides learning kanji and vocab through textbooks, let's make the best of online language apps. Here is an application I have been using for a while to learn kanji and vocab. MochiKanji Learn Japanese. MochiKanji Learn Japanese is a Japanese learning application that makes learning Japanese simple and fast to everyone. With various courses from JLPT N5 to N2 and some specific courses, we can choose the best vocabulary course for us and start practicing. Each course will be divided into small topics and subdivided into small lessons, so you can easily complete a lesson. In each lesson, there are flashcards which are very helpful to memorize words easily because each flashcard includes vocabulary, kanji, meaning, pronunciation, sentence examples, and some interactive quizzes. Moreover, the design and the animations are so adorable that it made me love to use MochiKanji as a primary tool to learn Japanese. This app uses SRS. Let me explain a bit about this technique. Spaced repetition system is a method of reviewing information strategically spaced intervals to enhance memory retention. In this method, we are reviewing material just before we are about to forget. By spacing out reviews, we can learn more materials in less time. You can adjust this method to match your own learning pace and strengths. This learning method is very suitable in terms of learning Japanese vocabulary and kanji, the aspects that many learners often find discouraged. But you often forget to review the words or you review the learned words in an unlogical way. That's why I recommend you to utilize the MochiKanji app. This app combines this learning method and its special algorithms to send notifications to remind us to review what we have learned recently at the appropriate time, called golden time. This feature is updated at the end of each lesson when you finish in the MochiKanji app, so we will never miss a word. What's more, your learned words will be classified into 5 levels of memorization. From level 1, the just learned words, to level 5, long-term memory, and you can see the level of each in the digital notebook. There is also a dictionary in MochiKanji app. We can search the words by hiragana, katakana or kanji, and several words related to the word we search and some example sentences from each word will be provided. We can save a word which we find difficult to the notebook so they will add that word to review. Also, the kanji writing session helps us to remember the stroke orders and boosts our kanji memorization. We can choose the best kanji course for us, and then the kanji list for the course we selected will appear. We can start learning a particular kanji. We can see the onyomi kunyomi here. There is also a mnemonic and some vocab related to that kanji. It is such a helpful way to improve kanji memorization. And then we are asked to write the kanji with the guidance for the stroke order. Then we have to write the kanji by ourselves correctly. We also can organize our virtual notebook by choosing which words to add and which words to not add at the end of each lesson. In the conversation practice session, we are asked to select a lesson we prefer practicing. Then we can repeat the sentence which is displayed here as the answer and record the audio and send it. After the conversation practice session, we can repeat the conversation we just practiced and listen to it again. After continuing, the scores are displayed in 3 sections, including speaking accuracy, how many times we tried, and the number of sentences we got correct in a row. In the second round, we are asked to rearrange the answer. We can see the new phrases we have learned at the end. There is a fun way to set a goal for 3, 5 or 7 days in MochiKanji app by planting a seed in our mochi garden. We can choose any seed we'd like and plant it, but we must practice regularly for the set up number of days to see the growth of the plant. Various kinds of seeds are being rewarded when we practice more and more. Isn't it a very smart way to stick to a goal? I personally recommend you MochiKanji app for learning Japanese because of its affordable pricing, the fun learning experience with adorable animations, and the feature of the golden time, which is a very helpful way to stick to the goal. You can use the links in the description box to download MochiKanji. Otherwise, you can find app on App Store, Google Play, and its website. Searching MochiKanji. Have a fun learning. Shiritori. Shiritori is the Japanese word game which literally means taking the end, and it is played by taking turns saying words that begin with the final syllable of the previous word. If a player says a word ending in the letter N, or if no one can think of a word starting with the last syllable of the previous word, the player loses. Shiritori is a fun game that helps you to expand your vocabulary. Let's play Shiritori. I start first. I say the word Umi, which means sea. Now it's your turn. You have to say a word which starts from the last syllable of the word I just said. Good job. Yes, you can say Michi, which means the street. Now it's my turn. I have to say the word which starts from the last syllable of the word you said. I say Chichi, which means father. I hope you get it. If you want to master grammar perfectly, you have to forget everything you know about English grammar as they differ dramatically. Japanese grammar may be strange for English native speakers. Try to remember a featured example sentence so that whenever you remember that sentence, you remember the meaning of the grammar. I recommend some books for learning grammar. Practice Makes Perfect, Basic Japanese by Eriko Sato. A Guide to Japanese Grammar by Tae Kim. Japanese Hiragana and Katakana for Beginners by Timothy Stout. Learners immersed in a Japanese environment such as cultures, communications, and so on tend to progress more rapidly. Not everyone has the opportunity to learn Japanese in Japan, so you can create your own learning environment by joining learning groups, follow your favorite Japanese channels, and get yourself some Japanese speaking friends. On the whole, we discussed about how to learn Japanese language as a beginner, JLPT levels and the paper structures including a scoring system and the methods we can use to learn Japanese. I recommend you to download MochiKanji as well because it is a very good application for beginners. So, if you have not subscribed to Kiko's Language School, please click the subscribe button and join us. You can like and share this video with everyone. Thank you. See you in another lesson. Mite kurete arigatou.